WUB Network, America's sports leader, presents the Progressive Cup Series. We are live from Bristol for the Food City 500. I'm Eddie Kalegi. First, let's send it to Ed and Trip for the Nabisco pre-race show.
Hello, everyone, and first, we wish all of you a happy Memorial Day, and we're glad you're spending this holiday with us. An American tradition on one of America's most meaningful days, the NPCS heads to Bristol for the Food City 500 to honor those who have given all for our country. As we go racing today at the Last Great Coliseum, what will this track bring, Trip?
Well, Ed, Bristol Motor Speedway is the fastest short track on the circuit. The inside is the preferred lane here, but if these cars can lace down some rubber, watch for them to utilize that outside line for passing. The extensive lap traffic will also factor into what line these drivers run.
Now it's time for our Monday selections. Who's your pick, Trip?
Joey Logano starting on the pole. I think the points leader will finally get to victory lane.
I'm going with Kyle Busch, who is always one to watch when it comes to short tracks. Thanks for watching the Nabisco pre-race show. Now off to Eddie Kalegi in the booth.
Thanks a lot, guys, and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, the Last Great Coliseum. For today's Memorial Day edition of the Food City 500, I'm Eddie Kalegi. I'll be joined by Trip McGinnis in just a moment. 39 drivers are ready to battle. Let's see our drivers to watch for. We have to start with Joey Logano, who's on the pole for the second time this season. Outside of him, Ricky Stenhouse in the Shake Shack scheme. Then Kyle Busch is always a factor here, starting back in 7th. Jamie McMurray was your winner last week at Los Angeles. Brad Keselowski is back after last week's chaos. And, of course, it's the return of Cousin Carl. Now the command.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsport, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And, gentlemen, start your engine!
How about that? Kevin James with a patriotic command as the cars roll off. Let's take a look at your starting grid for today's race. So starting on row 1, as we said, is Joey Logano and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 2 Fords. Then in row 2, Kyle Larson and Ryan Blaney. Row 3, Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr. Row 4, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott. Yeah, row 5, Jamie Rockwell and Casey Kane. Row 6, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kurt Busch. Row 7, Ty Dillon and Matt Kenseth. Ty, nice start. Row 8, Eric Jones and Carl Edwards. Row 9, Kevin Harvick and Jamie McMurray. Row 10, it's Brad Keselowski and the Dinger, AJ Allmendinger. Row 11, Chris Buescher and Danica Patrick. Row 12, Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola. Yeah, row 13, Michael McDowell and Clint Boyer. Row 14, Ryan Newman and Austin Dillon. Row 15, Matt DiBenedetto and Bubba Wallace. And row 16, Landon Castle, Timothy South. Row 17, Casey Mears and Joey Gase. Row 18, David Reagan and Paul Menard. In row 19, it's Greg Gaulding and DJ Kennington in the 55, and Ryan Ellis rounds out the field. First race he's made since Atlanta. Montgomery, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Carl Long, the DNQs. Race facts, 25 laps, pit window 15 to 18 laps. The inside is the preferred lane, and watch out for the Busch brothers. Now let's send it to someone returning to WUB Network. Kirk Landry, you're back?
Yes, Eddie, I'm back, and so is Carl Edwards. Carl looks for one last win and one last ride. Can he get it done? Debbie?
After last week's craziness in L.A., Brad Keselowski would try to put the drama behind him and get a win. Ed?
The old saying goes, there's pride in prowess, and that's the case for Kevin Harvick. 2 wins and a worst finish of 9th over his last 5 races. Let's see if the success continues.
Thanks, guys, and now we're ready for some Memorial Day racing. Are you ready, Trip? Yes, I am. Hold them, flagman. Green flag, let's go, let's roll. Joey Logano, Ricky Stenhouse lead them down through 1 and 2, a very fast track. Logano the advantage already. Larson under Stenhouse for second. Not a good start for the 17. No, not at all, Eddie. There's Larson inside. Now he's trying to go after Joey Logano through turns 3 and 4. Joey Logano will lead lap 1 of 25 in the Food City 500. Larson, Stenhouse, you see some patriotic schemes. Jimmy Johnson going for 4th. Now Larson trying to catch the back bumper of the 22. See if he gives him the bumper. They're already in lap traffic. That shows how short this track is. Kennington, Ellis, as Johnson looks under Stenhouse for 3rd. Wow, this is getting crazy. Logano, Larson. Now they're going past David Reagan, Greg Gaulding. Stenhouse now all of a sudden in the thick of things again as the 2 leaders get trapped in lap traffic. Logano pulls away from Logano as Stenhouse looks under Larson. Yeah, he's got a nice run. Oh, he's going to go up the hill. Contact between Larson and Stenhouse. Big stack up. Jimmy Johnson the second. Jamie Rockwell might come out of that as you see Chase Elliott coming to pit road. Yeah, he's got some damage. I think it looked like he got into the wall with Ryan Blaney a couple laps ago. It's Logano in front as they come through 3 and 4. Oh, car in the wall. Landon Castle in the wall, and that'll bring out the first caution of the day. Yeah, Landon Castle, big hit. It looks like he had a flat tire. Castle climbing out of the car is a good sign that he's okay. See that 34 getting towed away as we look at a replay. I got this feeling, I think Chase might have put down some debris because that's where he and Blaney made contact and Castle hard in the outside wall. Now we have pit stops. First, let's send it to Ed Kalegi on pit road.
Well, nothing but complaints from Kyle Larson. The car is loose exiting the corners, and he sustained some damage from that contact with the 17. To top it all off, 4 tires, fuels, and some repairs. Debbie?
Jimmy Johnson started back in 5th, but 7 times suddenly finds himself lurking right behind race leader Joey Logano. No adjustments, just 4 tires and fuel. Kirk?
Well, it's been a nice Memorial Day so far for Joey Logano. Starting from the pole, the 22 has dominated so far. 4 tires and some gas, and the Shell Ford's away. EK and Trip?
As we watch the race off pit road, Joey Logano pulls out in front of Jamie Rockwell. So we get ready to restart on lap 9. Joey Logano restarts first. He's dominated the early stages of this race. Jamie Rockwell looking strong. He's already up to 2nd. JL Jr. is making a charge to the front. He's up near the top 5. Clint Boyer, the Bass Pro Shops, Lucky Fish. Chase Elliott's all patched up. He's 2 laps down. There were some pit penalties. Kevin Harvick drove through too many boxes. Carl Edwards was too fast entering. Not used to the pit rules this year. Ryan Newman also too fast entering. Too fast exiting for Ryan Ellis. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Joe Logano and Rockwell, then Johnson and Larson. Logano pulling in front of Rockwell. Johnson with a good run on the inside for a second. 3 wide for 4th. Yeah, this is going to get good. Stenhouse with a good run. Johnson blocks him through turns 3 and out of turn 4. Joey Logano with the advantage over Rockwell. We begin lap 10 of 25. Logano, Rockwell, Johnson. Oh, trouble, guys, big trouble. Kurt Busch, Kane, Blaney all pile in. And we've got a typical Bristol stack up here as the caution comes out. Oh, my. 3 cars. Yep, Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, Ryan Blaney. 3 guys right now that were all right on the bumper when it comes to the postseason. Kane, Blaney, they're both out of the race. Kurt Busch getting a lot of repairs on pit road. I don't think he'll go to the garage, though. Yes, we look at a replay of this. Keselowski got into Kurt. Kurt goes spinning up the hill, nowhere for Kane to go, and it's just a chain reaction. They all plow in. So we look at your fan predictions for the Food City 500. Who do you think's looking good? If I was Daniel Knutson, I'd be happy with Joey Logano, KJ Cup Series Kyle Larson. How about Jack Lawton, Dylan Kroom, Kyle Busch could be a factor as well, along with Gaiman with Tenzino with Ryan Blaney. Ready to restart lap 14 of 25. 12 to go. Joey Logano has been strong all day. Jamie Rockwell once again starts on the outside, his best run of the year. Ty Dillon is up in the top 10. Shout out to him. Bubba Wallace is the Bass Pro Shops Lucky Fish, and a beaten and battered 41 is back on the track, 3 laps down. Great flag back in the air. Wow, Logano spun the tires. Rockwell on the outside with the lead. Larson and Logano side by side for a second. Now Jimmy Johnson in the picture. Johnson gets loose. Stenhouse there is Rockwell pulling away through 3 and 4. Wow, what a restart for Jamie Rockwell. Logano trying to pull back in. He's chasing after Rockwell with 11 laps to go. Logano, Larson, Kyle Busch up to 4th on the outside as they already catch the slow Kurt Busch. The 41 going a lap down. Well, more than one is actually 4 laps down. Rockwell, Logano. There's Kyle Busch under Larson as they come through 10 to go. Casey Kane was very frustrated with that accident. Here's Ed.
I'm here with Casey Kane, who got wrapped up in that nasty accident a few laps ago. What happened?
I knew there was something wrong with the 41. I saw the 2 get into him, and he went around, and I ended up getting into him, and Blaney just plowed into the back of me. Really sucks for this Farmers Insurance team. Hopefully we'll come back next week strong.
Thanks, Casey. Back to EK and Trip upstairs.
Thanks a lot, Ed. Jamie Rockwell, Logano, and Busch up front with 8 laps to go here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Rockwell getting through all kinds of lap traffic. Yeah, about half the field's already a lap down. A lot of traffic now. Kurt Busch again, Alan Marola, Timothy South. There's Ryan Newman in front of Kyle Busch. 7 to go as they come across the line. Rockwell getting through a lot of slow cars. Yeah, there's Carl Edwards. He's a lap down now. Logano trying to get through. Now Kyle Busch right on the bumper of the 22. Yeah, I think Kyle Busch might get that spot as we see. Yeah, there he goes. They're in a 4 wide. Ellis backs out. Busch to the inside. He's got the spot. He's into 2nd place. As there's trouble, Carl Edwards around. Ryan Ellis included, and the caution is out with 6 laps to go. Oh, man. Carl Edwards, now his real swan song. His career is over. He said he was probably not planning on coming back ever again. And the one last hoorah is over. Yeah, Chase Elliott, the reason why. Chase got into him. Edwards, hard hit. Ryan Ellis was running the bottom, nowhere to go. Now we have pit stops. Some guys taken with 5 to go. Let's send it down to pit road.
After the fuel issues many drivers had at Vegas, the driver of the 99 wanted to play it safe, loading up the car with Sunoco fuel and 4 fresh tires. Debbie?
Matt Kenseth has a similar strategy, but fears 4 tires will put him back too far. So just 2 tires for the 20, and he's off.
All kinds of different strategies here. As we get ready to restart with 2 to go, let's go through the top 10 and see what they did. Kyle Busch is now your leader. He did not pit. Same for Brad Keselowski, a little bit of a gamble. He restarts second. Ty Dillon didn't pit. He's right in the thick of things in third. Austin Dillon, the other one who did not pit out of the 17 in the lead lap. Matt Kenseth took 2 tires. He restarts fifth. Jamie Rockwell took 4 tires. He goes from the lead down to 6th. Joey Logano, a 4-tire stop. He's in 7th. Kyle Larson took 4. He's in 8th. Eric Jones, just 2 for the rookie. He restarts 9th. Ricky Stenhouse took 4. He's in 10th. And your Bass Pro Shops lucky fish, David Reagan, he's just 1 lap down. Green flag! Ty Dillon already spun the tires. They're 4 wide. How about this? Jamie Rockwell from 5th to 2nd. He's coming through. Kyle Busch, a great restart. Kenseth having trouble back there. Big stack-ups. Kyle Busch in front of Rockwell. He's got a solid advantage. Logano the third. 1 lap to go. Can Rockwell chase him down? He's coming through turn 1. Now to turn 2. Kyle Busch coming through, and it looks like Rowdy's got a big advantage. Jamie Rockwell's got 1 last run through turn 3. Doesn't look like he'll get there. Kyle Busch in the M&M's 18 wins the Food City 500 at Bristol. What a job by Kyle Busch. A big gamble, and he gets his 2nd win of the year. Kyle Busch celebrates and burns it down here at Bristol. Another victory at the Last Great Coliseum for him. As you look at your finishing order, Busch, Rockwell, Logano, Matt Kenseth, a solid top 5, same for Kyle Larson. Jones gambled, went from 9th to 6th. Stenhouse, Keselowski, Johnson, Dale Jr. Then you see Austin Dillon fell out to 11th in that 2-lap sprint. Allmendinger, Hamlin, Truex, Ty Dillon, McMurray, McDowell, the only ones in the lead lap. Buscher, Harvick, Almirola, the top 20. You had Danica, Matt DiBenedetto, Clint Boyer, Ryan Newman, Bubba Wallace, then South, Mears, Menard, Galding, and the torn-up 24 of Chase Elliott, the top 30. Then at the back of the field, David Reagan, Joey Gase, DJ Kennington, Kurt Busch, and then the cars that failed to finish the race, Edwards, Ellis, Kane, Blaney, and Castle, the 5 DNFs. Shifting gears to our point standings, Busch and Harvick now each with 2 wins. Really surely locked in. Larson, Keselowski, Johnson, Hamlin, McMurray all up there. Logano now 68 points above the buffer. Truex, Elliott both safe. Stenhouse the buffer. Suarez right above. He's fallen back. Newman right below. Our next race is at Talladega, the last race before the All-Star race, the Aaron's $4.99. We hope you enjoyed this patriotic day here in the Progressive Cup Series. Follow us on Twitter at Eddie Collegian, at Trip McGinnis. For everyone here, I'm Eddie Colleghi. We'll see you next time.